Okay, I guess there we go. Essentially fine.
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you Outlander?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natland not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders. No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan. But we need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return safe and sound.
Hey, why are Katrina's voice dialogues muted?
And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but I seem to understand where the, No, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset.
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's spirit and glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
I think there be some dialogues, yeah.
But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name.
Okay, but can't like permanent soul itself be proof or activities of or around the information gathered from permanent soul, can that not be used as reference for by the wire? Is that like a problem or something?
Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know.
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. Yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Hope Hyman gets it.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my ability.
Oh, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Maybe that's how she and your accomplice easily, yeah?
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record his heroic
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough.
Would we need to gain the acknowledgement of our sixth fire?
I don't know. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Seat Lolly at the Masters of the Nightwind. The one we call Granny Eatstali.
Oh, we've heard that name before. A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I hate to break it to you, but...
She probably won't be happy.
Huh. Why is that?
Well, yeah, at the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into two.
Great going, Mawika. We're already up. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Seat Lolly would still want to show respect to the Archon.
Hopefully being the operator word here, I guess.
I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
Trust me, she can deliver the letter.
Hyman sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
All right. Hey, Kaniche is a seasoned negotiator. Please just give me a moment to write the letter.
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the...
That's 35, I think.
Right here.
Yeah, why are... Is this because of the ongoing strikes? I think it's because of the ongoing strikes of voice actors. But then, yeah.
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kaniche. Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us.
Oh, yeah.
Seat Lolly knows him too?
Yeah, Auroran's artwork has, he seems interesting. But so does Chester. Wait, Chester? I forgot. I think it's Chester. But yeah, for 5.2 of it, which is kind of odd because that means that archon probably won't be there in the 5.2 update, which is kind of concerning.
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one...
Huh. Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Seat Lolly could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
We still haven't been able to confirm whether Auroran joined the Futuri voluntarily or he was coerced. Oh, okay. Okay. Siklai is probably eager to prove Auroran hasn't betrayed his people. I find to use this as leverage when I get talked with her. Okay.
Ah, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroran and the captain's whereabouts?
If we're all on board with the idea, then becomes mutually beneficial collaboration. Yeah, but on a one-sided regress. Oh, dang it. Dang it! Even though I don't think this allows the kind of person you can down all of your kind of again. So if we can get... Yeah, good idea.
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan. As expected of Molly Poke Neat. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Okay, then let's part ways for now.
Okay. Wait until the morning of the day after tomorrow. Okay, considering I now have an excellent connection, I'm just gonna think where I'm there. I'll leave this.
Right here!
Search for it. Target acquired.
Okay. What? How? What? Okay. So this. Okay. So part to this. Morning after the day after tomorrow. Okay. Wow. I think it's the morning after the day after tomorrow. It's maybe tomorrow hours more, I think. And in half.
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her.
Come on.
Right here.
Right. 2 days
How's
later.
everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have bad news. See, Lolly did not reply to our request.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kenichi a response?
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there.
That's true.
Let's just teleport. I will also find right. This is not tomorrow range.
Paimon doesn't see anybody.
tried to be as considerate as we could, but...
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right?
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon. Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Oh,
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down-to-earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous? You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter! If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax.
Huh? See, Lolly.
Wait, you're Seat Lolly? You're Granny Eatstily?
Yes, Granny Eatsley. But emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny.
okay.
You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Okay, I guess. I have no idea what's that.
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young.
You're complaining about our old Archon leaving things out.
It was an honest mistake.
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that... your case seems really... Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth.
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, understood, but... It's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Anyway, that's the whole story.
She's just an awkward person.
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
When the Masters of the Night Wind said they struggled dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual.
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you require my help in crafting an ancient name.
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before.
I see. So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander, and you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Well, no one's behind him.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you.
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds.
Oh, aren't you telling about the Archon Plus Chapter 1 and 2?
A weary yet free soul. Even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage. Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. Huh? Don't move.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the traveler gonna be okay?
Ah, shoo! Ah, that should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body.
Isn't that kind of like having part of a ghost come back with you?
Ah, it's nothing as serious as that.
Oh, in that case, better to get rid of them.
It was nothing.
Cute.
Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyatt?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyatt of the tribes.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. In other words, in a dream.
Pretty sure the gender archon would be very useful friend to ask about this right now.
But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance. I'll make a list.
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Auroron.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it safe.
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back. Oh, I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroron's place to look for clues. He has always lived alone. And I found... And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention. In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back here. I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me. But please help me get him back.
You can count him.
All right, then let's start by heading to where Auroron was seen last.
There's a lot of legend around here.
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with the Fatui. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him, or perhaps trying to extract information. However, I doubt anyone would believe me.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Did you tell us a little bit more about him?
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He's always been such a good kid. Oh well, let's keep looking. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail?
Oh, right. I forgot you. Here.
Ooh.
How about now?
What do you see? Whoa, Paimon!
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us?
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good?
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just complimenting you. Really?
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their speech patterns, or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that...
Huh? Was that? See?
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with the help of friends.
Okay.
Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident.
Huh. Okay, so she don't seem to realize she's using telepathy?
Ship over there. Yep. Judging by Paimon's experience as a guy.
Wait. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here.
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. We've got... leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? No, I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well.
Darling grandson? How old is the character? Like in the 40s? No. That to be older than that. Is this like a fire zone situation?
People staying here too.
Wait a second. I can also smell a mix of elements in the air.
Kanich told us that you were super amazing.
It's about time. There are signs, judging from what's left on the scene. There must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways.
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Auroron wanted to leave another distress signal?
Given there are 2 signals leading from here, we should split up as well. I'll take this direction. Auroron, what the heck were you doing?
And Sheik Traveler, did you hear all of that as well? Once Lolly left, that voice went away as well. So you were thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also... She did say that she was quite adept at this spell. And it did... If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead. find something? Huh. So we can't tell where Auroron might have... That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly... But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right?
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
What the? Any moment, yeah. Okay.
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the masters of the Night Wind. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for.
Ooh, he has separate from, yeah. Nice. Concise, at least. Very nice. He has cool design.
Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
It's the
Greetings,
captain.
traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to him.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom.
So, we're working
I've
together.
heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Okay. Aurora, what do we do? Constitute.
Hey, what happened just now? He suddenly collapsed and stopped responding.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground?
See, Lolly! He froze for a moment.
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere?
I'm fine.
Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were...
If you're
I
feeling
wish-
sick, you should just say so.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word.
I'm sorry, I'm feeling fine now. I don't know. Like, what's the
In
point with
any
this story?
case, let's take a bit more time to rest now.
What's happening with this story? This is making less sense to me than giving the time and Okay.
Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, Traveler?
All right, I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. But if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
Alright.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Look over there.
Huh? Paimon thinks she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
That's Auroron.
All right, we'll take the lead.
I mean, it could be like 5D chess at a captain, I guess. Like because they give me the overall or something.
Quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I cannot see the sun. Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move aside.
Huh?
Wow.
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper now.
Are you on my... Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
Hang on. I'm gonna just be outside and change my team. I just need to change the team. There we go.
Look over there.
Huh? Paimon thinks...
That's Auroron.
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming.
I cannot see. Without the sun.
Huh?
Wow.
Okay, so cool.
Lolly's struggling to control...
On my Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
Here you are. Mind the side effects.
There is no escaping.
A bigger pill to swallow. Here you are. The process of elimination.
Now you shall perish.
Okay, that takes care of that.
Great.
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Gran.
And greetings to you too, Gramps.
Gramps?
What did you just call him?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not?
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me.
Oh, wait. He's not a child. How Paimon, he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorn vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Why are you so upset? You can just...
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due.
What? What? What's happening? Sweet treats everyone like the aunts and families.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Auroron? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid?
Be wary of bees prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just...
I'm sorry, Granny.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time after this?
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
Okay, now answer me honestly.
Yes.
So why did you do...
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey, I'm no ordinary Granny. Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic.
I'm sorry.
Forget. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as evidence of your innocence. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your action.
Sounds good. Should I... Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that.
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No!
How exactly did the masters raise this guy?
Right.
What? What is happening with Overlord? Like, what? That was some like 90 level chess. Yes. Are we starting with them? Like, yeah, that's like 90 level chess.
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Lali's safety.
That's right.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe.
We'll give her a full report.
Well, I need...
Technically, yes. But if Miss Lali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from custody.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that.
Understood. Thank you very much. Miss...
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Grant.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your... Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Oh, thank you!
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. Come with me, Auroron.
Goodbye, Gramps.
This name was way too polite. What the?
Oh, we're finally done. Alright, it's time to find some grub.
I'm on this. I'm gonna carry. Good.
What?
Okay, good.
What? That captain?
Keep your best down.
Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in the Night Kingdom? Oh, that Auroron. What is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never guessed anything was happening. All that stuff about protecting Lali and being forced to help the Fatui, when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along.
We need more information.
Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about... We still have another whole day before the meetings.
Those are like some really weekly Step that I should get down. Okay, this is the two things. I can do one boss. I can do this one pounds. That's probably not a bad idea. Which counts? Those are lots of lizards. Well, I know what I'll be using next. Lizards. Okay. Now let's do this. Customer account actually figured the one of the pieces with these specific characters, so it would be quite interesting to figure that out.
Let it be known that divinity is mine! Churn! A bitter pill to swallow. Insignificant pest! To swallow.
There is no escape. The statue was sealed.
I am the all-knowing God. Burn to oblivion. A bitter pill to swallow. Tremble. A bitter pill to swallow. Kneel! Reality is pain!
This is the part I hate the most.
Cruel world. Mind the side effects. Remember, health comes. Here you are.
Hey. Alright. Any other UTs I can do right now? Ley lines. I should do that. Any boxes? No, not this week. Not unless I do like the theater lobby. That would make me fine. Wait until think of the next day. That was my best timing against this Scaramouche boss fight, as far as I know. At least one of my best timings. Oh, it's there. Okay.
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you.
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
Okay.
And what's with you apologizing all the time?
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could.
Let's go straight to the point.
It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character.
I'm only interested in the intel.
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side. If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid. I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that?
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Teyvat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
The captain's lips aren't moving when they said the name time.
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. but Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
That's just your speculation. Good. Traveler? Good.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Stareyed plan?
Gnosis has something to do with
I
this
knew
backup
you to
plan.
be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching.
Something? Bad news, chump. It's your granny.
See, Lolly?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Really? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back.
I'm sorry, Granny.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
Wait, see, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Yeah, this is no place to risk my child.
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting... you're right, Traveler. In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? Why did you help the captain? No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? Really? You're just going to stonewall me? Just use your brain for a second. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now?
What?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this.
It's fine.
You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now. Not everyone can handle Granny's scolding.
Dude needs a bonk on the head.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me?
Sorry!
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me? You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me.
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history.
That's not it, Grant. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice.
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
What the?
Back here this instant! Auroron! What is this? Powder from plant spores? Is that...
What just happened?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. You must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Ugh, little brat.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us?
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him.
Okay.
We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time.
Well, she's not telling the story. I don't think she'd be telling the story.
Do you two have...
All right, it's been a while since we last ate.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
It's okay.
Really? That's right. See, he's right. We're seasoned adventurers.
Hey, come on now.
Are you sure?
Mora is the least of my concerns.
Sure, that's fine with us.
Don't worry.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Okay.
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other. Are they twins?
But Paimon only sees one person there.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be.
Do you think she's drunk?
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back?
Wait, so you call her Granny T?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well.
Yeah, no, she's strong.
Seat Lally? Seat
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name.
Are you still with us, Seat Lally?
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. I mean, come on!
Granny Seat Lally, you're not a monster at all.
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know. Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you.
Yes, I'm here, kid.
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
And this is either a college house situation or he actually has dementia.
Did she just... Behind this pitch black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke. The lingering smoke.
Ah, she's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
Is this another specialty of the...
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Citlali herself.
What? Warning, warning. Red. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh? Traveler?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl. Hang up.
You had Paimon worried.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up. Not once.
Within that logic, or
Are you feeling okay?
There's so much that I want.
Why not? Of course.
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you think. We've only...
Oh, Paimon gets it.
No, that wasn't my point at all. Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame.
Actually...
Huh?
Yeah, this...
This is so...
It's okay, Citlali. You...
I can't take it anymore. Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to...
So that,
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. Take a walk with me.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
we should follow her just to make sure she doesn't do anything stupid. The 12 whiplash hands, I think, is just so much. Because it's like the whole thing with Aurora and the captain is very serious. And then there's this book, which is pretty sure it's like a joke question mark.
Well, great view, right?
Wow, it's beautiful.
Thank you for bringing us here.
Oh no, what do we do?
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... embarrassed. Let's just have a casual conversation.
Really?
Well, I guess And you're right. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them.
What? You're just a regular...
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that.
Well, you are powerful.
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. What about you?
We don't find you scary at all.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend like me. Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you.
Yes, but Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. Auroran's not like other people. The reason being, his soul is incomplete. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls, and in Auroron's incomplete soul, a possibility to turn Auroron into a vessel for lost souls. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroron would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Well, this is fun, yeah.
Now, you see when damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the right thing. If the ceremony was successful, Auroron would probably be dead.
Yeah, there's a reason why the quotation is doctor's criticism are reserved for those who maintain their neutrality during times of moral crisis. Yeah.
Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? It's not right. So, when I learned that the plan was never a secret, or I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the... He asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Wait!
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroron has a strong ability to perceive souls. Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt to Natlan.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back! You don't look so...
Probably drank too much. Okay. Forget that. I need... You've...
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favors.
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. Friends. I like the sound of that.
Auroron's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us?
She needs to know regardless. We should just be upfront with
you're
her.
right. But she's probably asleep.
Target acquired.
even better than I imagined. It's my lucky day.
Okay. Is this really necessary?
Okay.
Why is it so noisy outside? Pirates still haven't sleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on.
Something feels off.
You're already here.
Wow, you're up early.
Let's not bring up last night. Anyway, I was also woken up by I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the Masters of the Night Wind.
The Abyss attacked again?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. The stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the forces here.
What about Overwatch?
Done making excuses for him. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the speaker's chamber. But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Don't worry. I never forget a promise to a friend. Thank you.
She left in a hurry. Oh, looks like a...
Quit following me.
Cutscene? No. Oh, it's these guys.
Traveler over here! Perfect. Oh, you're all here! Just my way of saying how awesome you are. Alright, but can we get the Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts in the wild.
All at once?
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me. What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go? I'll go help the Children of Echoes. What about you guys? We could go together.
I need to talk to the pirate walking first. I'll interview things from the captain.
Yeah, that does sound important. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the road. That would be pretty great, actually. It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly...
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances.
Koichi, do we really have to do this now?
It's alright. Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the...
Upon the gale.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is...
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna...
What? So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn.
Well, is it true?
I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. I will answer you honestly, but I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan. But it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
Wait, you can use souls to weave it?
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. Souls are just another form of life. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net, erasing our history and culture. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk. Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming worst-case scenario, having a contingency plan is our duty. Not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this continent. Still, this has always been a well-kept secret.
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem. Could be equally as extreme, though.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. Seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that question for us. Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me, even if just for a second.
Maybe I'll get.
Not even a little! We would never... Wait,
Just as expected. I appreciate your sincerity. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal remains the same. So now that you have your answer, do you still doubt me?
Not at all.
You scared, Paimon. You really got a lot of guts, Traveler.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me, and as for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon.
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
You have to deal with this extra?
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm confident the warriors stationed in those areas can handle it. Don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower, then I'll take a small team to handle the difficult locations.
Wait, you're going to fight in person?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became the Pyro Archon. No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines. I just think there's strength in numbers. Anyway, even if I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses, and now I just need to find...
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
Yes, but that won't be the only response. In any case, that's for me to worry about.
All right, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Moani. She
Yeah, safely.
The wind rises. Too slow. Okay.
Quick, over here! To safe... Kachina, how many people...
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We'll go together.
Right here.
safe. We've got this.
I really thought I was done for. I can't...
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the Abyss isn't after Mora.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the... By the way, where's St. Lolly?
The Masters of the Nightwind also got attacked.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, this isn't a good place to talk.
Check.
Looks like a few people were hurt after all.
The Abyss threw a lot at us at once. Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we destroyed several pylons as a team.
Okay.
You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? It's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second.
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time.
You really are an eternal optimist.
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
Okay.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon. Honestly, if he is...
We talked to Malika before we left the stadium, and, well, it makes sense.
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. When it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no way she would hold back.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but life is important. But so are history and memory.
Yeah.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seemed like she wasn't holding anything back this time.
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natlan...
This is all super confusing.
We still don't have enough information.
Let's head back then. With how many Fatui there are,
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own.
I was just about to ask. If I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few people from getting hurt. Register? Nah. You got it. All right. See you all later.
Oh, you bet!
Just so damage. Come on, it's been like 2 hours. We can. And a major part of it is the molecular science time. That's the
Malika! Oh, Chaska and Koichi are here! Wait, are you okay, Koichi?
I'm fine.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the Abyss?
You're right. Let's keep observing.
We're glad you're okay. given the appeal.
Thank you so much.
We don't expect it. If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret.
Oh.
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Nonetheless, the decision remains...
Got it.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain.
Exactly. Still, there was no trade. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan. But based on what we just saw...
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui this whole time.
It's too early to say.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's 5 instead. I think that's first, so.
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky.
Koichi, wait for...
Oh, no, you don't.
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage.
We still can't see anything on the inside.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. That intel is...
Fine.
That's even more risky. I'm confident I can protect myself.
I can.
You really believe?
Fine, don't believe me. But you know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing something, it never gave you any
all right.
Guess that...
All right. Same plan as usual. We split up. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. Now.
Oh, the quick time range? Okay. 6-second long quick time.
Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act. Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. That's it. Now's my chance.
It's no use staying in one place. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move. That was close. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my... Now's my chance. I made it! Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait! I've got it!
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode? Oh, it stings! What the heck is that? I could ask you the same.
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just... The people on the hill over there left to help their comrades.
Okay.
Come get me, Chaska.
That's Koichi's signal. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely clear. Well, I was pretty helpful, right?
I was wrong, Koichi.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it?
Let's focus on the task at hand.
All right. If you're not... Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from Natland don't know how to use it.
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course! We make...
Uh-oh. We've...
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What?
What the?
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. It looked like they were waiting, though.
So, Koichi got...
She pushed herself too hard.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right?
You've done very well.
I know.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the source mechanism. The device is a complete mystery, even to us.
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis. Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natland familiar with the secret source.
I'll get ready.
Thank you both for your hard work. I've prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude.
My patience.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon.
Well,
I accept.
What am I gonna do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well. I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away.
Yummy snacks!
Okay. It's gonna end soon. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna end soon. What are we waiting for?
What's next for you two?
I'm taking Koichi home, with our parents there to keep an eye on her.
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of prisoner.
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal until you collapse. What if the Abyss attacks again?
I won't. Triple promise I won't. Fine, on the off chance, but I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need, no matter how hard or... I guess you're...
This reminds Paimon of when we first met.
I do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger.
Then try to see things from my perspective.
The two of you are the same.
I disagree. I understand.
Who wants to be like her? Overconfident, always making excuses when things go wrong.
That's...
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong.
Plus, I guess we are similar in some ways. We're family. I can't help it if my older sister is a bad influence.
Okay, you don't have to...
so you're all good now?
Neither of us are really the type to back down.
Plus, I know you'll wake up one day and realize I was right all along.
Be my guest. See you later, Traveler and Paimon.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal with your family.
Bye, you two.
Those two will probably make up for real at some point, right? Well, we've learned a lot.
Ahem.
Why do you?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh.
Awesome! Just get.
Hey, friends don't order each other around.
Oh yeah, you mentioned how Auroron has always wanted to save Natlan. Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and
I agree with your hypothesis. Auroron came back.
what? He came back?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. Apparently, he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe.
I'm not surprised you let him go at all.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on outside and inside threats at the same time. Plus, he was on guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he made sure to keep his distance. All these years of calling me Granny. And I couldn't do a single thing for him in the end.
Don't say that! Your tribe all raised him together, right?
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was little. He's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of Natlan. Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might have a few tricks up his sleeve, but I guarantee I know every single—
Wait, what are you—
Look, remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented? And this gem is what makes the talisman work. It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these parts. Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch.
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't, but I can. That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My tech—
So in other words, we have—
The kid thinks he can take me—
That's amazing, Seat Lolly. Let's take a look right away.
Once we get to the bottom of— I know he thinks of me as his—
Huh, that's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a grandma, so she's not the best person to ask.
It's possible manage the solution plans.
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up in a fit of anger. Still, if I back away from this and something happens to Auroron, I need to look at his memory. Even if he resents me, refuses to see me, or runs away for good, I don't care.
You sure you'll be okay?
Did you just say—
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because, right, we need leads on the Fatui.
I'm on flag.
You— fine. You—
Don't worry, we're professional adventurers.
Then I play— Alright, time to— you heard it? Are you ready?
Hello, the loading symbol changed.
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into nice big radishes in the future. And you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree.
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you?
Can't complain. What you up to?
No, just some...
Sounds fascinating.
They told me you were coming, and...
By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of your radish garden.
No, don't worry. I've already wrapped your share of the produce. Here you go.
You really knew I was coming. That's...
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadows. That's what everyone says.
Hey, have you...
Appeared out of nowhere?
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're all elite warriors. If you run into them...
You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, are you not?
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild. I guess you're from the Fatui. One...
Not an inaccurate description. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you.
Granny? I've heard the name.
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things.
Oh, he could tell I was lying, and now he's leaving? Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Seedla.
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning. I've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny.
The situation has seen no true improvement.
My lord!
Ignore him.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't seem to care. He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about him and also familiar in some way.
What is it?
My lord,
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander outside their rightful realm.
Forced to wander.
That was a spell from the Masters of the Nightwind. How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing. Stay vigilant and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. However, there's no reason to overengage.
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss? I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? Do they really not care? It seems like his subordinates referred to him as the captain, and now he's headed to the stadium.
You two, with me.
Yes, sir.
He's going inside?
Forgive me, my lord.
This nation.
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna... They're both incredibly strong. How long... Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines. It's faint, like a soul strength. Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost.
Okay, if any pursuit cricket.
As for you,
no matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Archon in battle before.
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you.
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast has the courage to come out and bite.
And yet, one of those very beasts saved your life.
Then speak.
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. The questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar doubts.
So, you can tell the truth.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. So...
You seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Seedlali?
Explain your relation to her first.
Seedlali is my elder and my teacher.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand.
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than anyone I've ever met. but maybe.
Strange. Citlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eastly, someone capable of communicating with the Wyub. And the Wyub are the key to information on the Night Kingdom.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I saved your life.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul, a sense of justice.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes to join my plan. I see. Interesting approach.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem by reconstructing the...
Okay. Okay. Things all kinds of weird.
Whoa!
Traveler, Paimon.
Paimon's fine, just, a little dizzy.
Of course. I'm so mad at him. After everything, he still can't let go of the past. For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just... I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got another thing coming.
Maybe stubbornness runs in the family. Like grandmother, like grandson, as they...
Is that supposed to be a Anyway, back to what we just saw.
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to reconstruct the ley lines? What does it even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe? But how does it help with the abyss?
I mean, reconstructing the ley lines would increase their influence on that one. Okay.
The loom of fate?
Oh, anyway, if he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in Natlan will be affected.
Which means the captain has...
Why is he so obsessed with saving Natlan?
Yes, she needs to know.
Okay. Oh. Max like 36, I think. How much is it? The pity. I can just check using this. Yeah, 46. Act 4, I'm gonna look into it later once I figure out the better way to stabilize the net connection I have. It's equal to 7 and 3. Okay, that's good. Can you choose a character who can use it? Oh no, I'm upgrading very first. Right. Yeah, it's chicken forever. I think we'll do it with our there. she started. You shouldn't be started. Here's the bad things. Aha, I'm doing it in the wrong order. Okay. I should be a bit more careful. Wrong order? Okay, I guess. Not enough. Let's see. Okay.
Running away?
Okay. Oh, that's really sure. If you to add any more like new regions, right? So it should mostly be like the scenario advantage that's upcoming. I guess that's what's coming getting a lot of data. Yeah, that's what must be it. Anyways, thank you all for watching. If you did, and I'll see you next time. Bye.